Then night strikes, the shadows twist. We ain't on scripts, we glitch the list. Alumni deep, we don't resist. We crash the game, then raise the fist. Volatility's a symphony, maybe a bandage with a symmetry. Polyrhythms in a prophecy, we chart chaos like it's literacy. No blueprint, we live off pivot. Unseen hands, we bend and flip it. Bitcoin breathing in the mist, wild card born, marked by the risk. We rise from the dark, no map, no name. Crash to the charts, ignite the flame. Unknown, untamed, can't lock us down. Wild cards ride where the world might drown. Can't stop now. We burn too loud. It's wild card Wednesday, flip the crown. Backdoor plays with the signal lost. Smoke in the mirror, we coin toss gods. You plan straight, we curve and cross. Timing the tide when the anchors drop. Sharp like hacks in the basement wires. We light trades up like gasoline fires. LBC in the madness wire. Crypto renegades never get tired. The system bends when we apply heat. Smart money whips, but we never retreat. We don't chase green, we bend the streets. Get truth raw, no market cheat. We rise from the dark, no map, no name. Crash to the charts, ignite the flame. Unknown, untamed, can't lock us down. Wild cards ride where the world might drown. Can't stop now. We burn too loud. It's wild card Wednesday, flip the crown. Maybe a bandage cracks the time code. Offbeat beats break every mold. We ain't just rebels, we're rhythm sold. In the eye of the storm with the future sold. Fractals and forks, pick your fate. Alumni deep, never traded safe. We draw charts with the blood of doubt. Then moonwalk through a market drought. EVH sharp, never played plain. We flip the game, then storm the lane. Unchained, unscarred, we bear no brand. We are the glitch in the master plan. We rise from the dark, no map, no name. Crash to the charts, ignite the flame. Unknown, untamed, can't lock us down. Wild cards ride where the world might drown. No map, no name. Crash to the charts, ignite the flame. Unknown, untamed, can't lock us down. Wild cards ride where the world might drown. Can't stop now. We burn too loud. It's wild card Wednesday, flip the crown.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Piper Academy Network. Sorry, I'm just matching the vibe of the market right now, which is what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a fantastic day today on this fantastic Tuesday. You might be wondering, if you are new here, you just said it's Tuesday, but you stay. Yes, because it is Wildcard Wednesday here in the Madhouse on Markets After Dark, because we go by UTC time. We're already 4 hours into it, into the new day. Indica Day? LOL. Market turtles. What? Oh, I guess because of the monotone at the beginning. Yeah. But yeah, so what's going on, guys? I see a familiar name in the house. I almost we just gotta bring it up. What's going on, Madhouse? Hope you doing. How you doing this evening? Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and say good evening to everybody. There's someone up here at the top that I can't see. But good evening, Jesse Gluck. Gluck. Good evening. Good evening. Hope you are doing well. Alex O'Crypto stopped by and threw a heart in the chat. Thank you for stopping by, Alex, and smashing up that like button. I do appreciate you, brother. What's going on? Alexandra GGG, the mod boss, the mod queen, the mod god. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you had a fantastic day. Thank you for pinning that link in the chat as well. The Discord link. Hit that join button, become a YouTube member for $5 a month, and you can get access to the Discord. Cheapest Discord in crypto, I'll tell you that much. Outside of the free ones. But lots of alpha. Just get in there. Check it out for yourself. Indie Rock Crypto, what's going on? I'm the worst salesman, I swear. IRC, thank you for being here. Alumni. Harp with the horns. What's going on, Harp? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. We have an oldie, but a goodie. Justin Eubanks in the house. Eubank, I bank, we bank, Eubanks. What's going on, Eubanks? Hope you're doing well, my friend. I guess you're back from the rigs and you have some internet. Hope you've been well. And yeah. Mad love to you, bro. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I think that is no. We got Melissa One Love in the chat. LBCOG in the house. What's going on? Hope you are doing well, lady. Kelly, you look like you've been getting some sun, LBC. Well, yeah, I do work outside, so I was staring at the sun. Well, I guess I wasn't staring at the sun. I was in the sun, working in the sun is what I meant to say. Yeah, my last call today, the house that I was at, and the work that I had to do, I spent 2 hours on the side of the house that had no shade. The sun was just beaming down on me up until, of course, like the last 10 minutes that I was there. Then the overcast came in, and then a strong wind gust came in, and a sprinkle storm happened. That's what we're getting right now. But yeah. Thank you, Kelly, for noticing my tan. Speaking of tans, it might be hard to see because of the light, but look at that. That's the wedding band tan line. I think I showed you guys that. This one's the real. Look at that. That's the Apple Watch tan line. Hoping to get rid of that next week. I probably won't. But I'll be at the beach, and I don't think I'll be having my watch at the beach. So, anyways, sorry for the low energy. Like I said, the market's got me kind of bored, but maybe we could pick up a trade here in a second. I'll be getting to the charts. I want to show some VWAP stuff with you guys. The anchored VWAP. Oh. Are we back? Hello? 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 I'm back, okay. Alright, guys, let's just go ahead and get into the chart. Okay. But thank you all for being here. I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Bronze by LBC coming soon. Yes. Trade Intuition showing up. What's going on, brother? Bingo and a bango. Those are bingo and bangos in the chat. Yo, 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 yo. That's me. Back in the saddle again-ish. What's up, Justin Maine? Hope you're doing well, brother. Let's see. Okay. So, typical sweep today. So we've got the sweep of the Asia and the London highs at the beginning of New York. Okay. I say the beginning, but yeah, it is the beginning. This is 9:30 right here. You get the sweep. I mean, let's go to the 3-minute. Yeah. I like the 3-minute. So you get the sweep of the London high. You pull back. You pull up. You get some confirmation in here. You get this bearish divergence here, but you also get this bearish divergence here. It gives you confluence rather, that we could be turning around. You get the pull back. You get the pull up. You get the pull back up into these upper wicks up here, and you reject away from them. From there, I am taking a short. I'm putting my stop loss just above the high, and I am aiming for these equal lows over here during the London session. Nice little 3.86 to 1 trade, risk to reward, reward to risk, with 0.81% move. Throw you know, a 10x on that, you're making 10%, which isn't bad. It's not terrible, of course, and that's just 10x. So you could make some decent money off a move like that. And this happens pretty much every week. You'll get some kind of sweep, whether it's a high or a low. And you come down, you sweep the equal lows down in here. Okay. Then what happens? Man, today would have been a great day to trade if I didn't have to work. Man, imagine that. You get the pullback. Okay. Pullback. You actually put in a new low here. You get a bounce, and then you come down, and you get the, what do I call it? Displacement. The big push. I was just showing you guys this pattern, I think, last night. This exact pattern. In fact, because I think Kelly was the one that asked me about the market. How do you recognize a shift in market structure? And I said, like this. And then you break that high, and then you go. You don't necessarily have to bounce off of that high, but you do bounce off of some kind of order block or fair value gap. And yeah, I was just showing you this last night, and it happened today. Look at that. So you're putting in the low, highs and lows, low, high, and then you come down, and then you push up. You break the internal range high. You get the pull back all the way down to the order block, really. And then you get a bounce and a little small consolidation, which would have been a great time to hop in a long. And then I would just aim for the high here, for the next for my TP1. And then I would aim for the upper liquidity pool, which is going to be this candle right here, as it is. Actually, I probably wouldn't even do the candle. I'd probably do the wick. That's more of like a rejection block. And you do get right up into that wick. You can see wick right into it. And that's exactly where price went right back to. And that's another 0.73%, a 3-to-1 trade. Yep, which is solid trade. So it could have made some pretty decent gains just off of basic market structure shifts and liquidity sweeps. And even over here, if you just waited for this low to get taken, okay, so you wait for this low to get taken, then you get the pullback. This one's a little bit trickier because it doesn't really give you an exact pullback level. I don't even think that's 50%. Not from the high, at least. Maybe from this high, it's 50%. Oh, wrong tool. From this high to this low. Yeah, it gets to 50% there. Okay, so it does get to 50%. So you could enter there. I wouldn't enter on anything lower than that, like a 0.38 right here. At least a 50% retracement. Get better RR. And you're still picking up 0.55% on a, depending on where you place your stop. You know your risk. You should know your risk. But once you push down and you break this low here, you go ahead and get rid of your stop. Not get rid of it, but move it to entry. Take your first profit here once you break this low down here, and then take your next profit at the equal lows. And then you see if you get the sweep and the bounce, and you do, you get the pullback, flip long, run it back up to the upside. And that's the trading day right there. 2 trades. 1, 2 trades. Pretty easy stuff. Now, right now, Asia, what's it doing? Taking out internal low, coming down into this pivot order block here. Trying to get a potential bounce off of that right now. We'll see. We shall see. Do we have any kind of confirmations for or confluence on our oscillator? Are we getting a divergence in here? Have we gotten one recently? We did get one here, and here. Bullish divergence there, however, rolled over. Okay. So now I kind of want to go to a higher time frame and just see from here to here. So from the 3, we're just going to go to the 15. Potential bullish divergence in here on the 15-minute. You're also oversold. So if you can get a bounce confirmation in here, this thing might go higher. We still have these equal highs up here at 109,740. So definitely a level to watch for potential take profit plus sweep zone. Whoops. What do I mean by that? I mean, if this does bounce and let's just say it comes up here and then it consolidates, you go long, you run it to the top here, and then you see if it just sweeps it and comes back down and we get more chop, or it comes up and it breaks it and it continues to the upside in an impulsive manner. We shall see what it wants to do. What's going on, Wick 589 Epstein? What's that? Oh, So you know how you guys know I thought about making this a tweet. You guys know how Trump was all like, I'll share the Epstein files, and even though he hesitated in that Fox interview, like about JFK, yeah, I'll share him. MLK. Yeah, I'll share. No problem. Epstein. Yeah. Oh, we'll have to look into it, but I'm sure I could do that. Wait, what? Why'd you hesitate on Epstein? That's kind of weird. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna share the Epstein files. We're gonna release them, and then Pam Bondi's like, "Yeah, it's on my desk for review." Oh yeah, it's on my desk for review. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then now it's just like, actually, there was never an Epstein client list at all, and that, my friends, perfectly explains a liquidity sweep or a rug pull. Probably more rug pull. Wifey? Was Wifey in here? What up, AG? Howdy, Harp. What's going on? Or are you saying say goodnight to Wifey for me? Eco, what's going on? Eco, I think it's Eco. LOLE. Def Rug. Yeah, plot twist. The desk never existed. Lee, right? That's hilarious. Plot twist. Pam Bondi never existed. There's what's the meme? What's she saying? She says something's on the plane. You know the meme. You know the lady. There's something on this plane. It's coming after me. I should start playing some music in the background. Gonna have to turn it down on my headphones though. Wifey says she can't think of anything to say, but much love. I know how that goes. I can't think of anything to say all the time, even though I do this every night. But that's because it's a little easy, especially when you're just charting. It's a little easy to just kind of explain what it is you're thinking about the charts. Like, I don't know. It's not that difficult. All right, so let's go to Monday. Check out Monday and see if we could have picked anything up on that. Harpwick 589. Good evening. Great here, Dave. Hope you too there. Yeah, when in doubt, look at the Dixie. Nah, the Dixie ain't nothing, dog. The Dixie don't mean nothing. It's all about the sweeps. All right, so Monday, talk about a crapper of a first half of the day. You didn't really get much of anything. There's like not even any real sweeps of any significant levels. So you're just kind of like on the sidelines, which is great. I mean, that's fine. That's just how it should be. What if we anchored a VWAP to the beginning of the session? Okay, even then, we're just chopping around the VWAP until we finally break and break lower, and then pull back to the anchored VWAP and get a heavy rejection candle. Now, this is going to be, you're going to have some, it's going to be a low RR trade, but you could pick something up on that. For this one, I would just be aiming for the weekend lows that were put in over the weekend, because it is the Monday session, New York session. So yeah, I would just try to aim for the lows. What's it end up coming down to? It does come down to this order block over here. Did it come all the way down here? Let's mark it. Let's see. Probably not. Yeah, no. Yeah, yesterday would have been a tricky trade day. I mean, you probably, if you caught something, great. If you didn't, that's still okay too. That's why, it's one of the reasons why I don't typically trade Mondays unless there's like a clear trend, a clear sweep, or something. I mean, obviously there's a clear trend moving down and to the right. It did look like we were moving towards what? This weekend, the lows of the weekend. So you could have kind of figured, okay, maybe we'll at least come down to take the liquidity from these lows. Now let's take an anchored VWAP and put it at the start of the Friday session, 9:30, not 8:30, but 9:30. Let's do that. And let's remove this one. So I took, so this is just me like going and back testing. Let's do 8:30. That's when the futures open. This is just me. I'm doing basically live back testing with you right now. Okay. I'm not, it's just, I wanted to share stuff that I found interesting. And that is with the anchored VWAP. So I put the anchored VWAP. Oh, calm down, Siri. I put the anchored VWAP on the beginning of Friday because that was the last trade day before Monday. So I wanted to see what kind of reaction that we got off of that. And you can see we did hover around it to start the week, and it did act as resistance on that same level. Okay, and then we came back up to it again, pulled back down, swept this low, and then went right back to that same anchored VWAP. And look at where we're bouncing, or what we've come down to again. The same anchored VWAP based off of the Friday level. Then I was curious. I was like, what if I went to the start of last week? Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Nope, that's right there. So the start of last week. So this is the VWAP based off of to be the Monday open of last week. If we come down to the smaller time frames, I mean, it's right below us right here at 108.271. Does that come across anything? It does come into this order block that I had marked off. But that doesn't mean it's going to hold us support, but it could be a level to watch. You can see that London used it as support here, and it used it as a pullback zone, a fade on today's price action. So not only could you have been looking for those equal lows, but you could have also had that same level down here on the VWAP, the anchored VWAP. Now, I started to go back even further now because I was just curious. All right, what if I come to the 4 hour, put my anchored VWAP on the last high time frame, or at least 4 hour swing point, which was this low down here. But technically, it hasn't officially been made a swing point because it hasn't broken. No, we did break this high. Never mind. No. This high is the high that it has to break. That's okay. But anchored VWAP, and look at where we came down to and bounced off of. Right there. Right off that level. Now, if I go from this long wick here, this does pull up a little tighter. Let me get in a little bit closer in here because there we go. Now you can see I wouldn't have started here, but once I saw the break of this high, then I could say, okay, this is a swing point from there. Let me go ahead and throw an anchored VWAP on it. We come right down to it last Tuesday. And then we bounce away from it. the anchor VWAP. This one right here. Look at that. Once you lose it, you push to the downside. This is on Friday. So it's just very interesting just placing these anchored VWAPs just in different places. Now, previous week? Yeah, previous week. Last week, previous week. The week before the previous week. The week of the previous week. Wait, solid on the weekly VWAP. Previous week VWAP. Yeah. That one and the swing points and time based. So like beginning of the month. What are we doing on the what have we done since the 1st of July? Let's see, right here. Where are we at on that? I mean, we're just hovering right on top of it, right? What about since the 1st of June? Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, look at that bounce. Look at that bounce. Look at that rejection. It's beautiful, isn't it? And then I was like, well, what about this whole range here? What if I did this high? What about this high? Well, could we have played off of that? Yep. If we were, remember, you're blocking out, all of this as you're looking at this, right? You see price come back up to it and then lose it and then come back up to it and push away. So obviously you're in kind of a downtrend. Let's go from the absolute top of the range, and the VWAP itself is just in an overall downtrend. You can see it, right? Overall downtrend. Same with price. Imagine that, because it's a VWAP. From this low, bang, bang, bang. I mean, look, bang. You just see where all the price goes, man. That's where the price goes. From this low. Super high time frame, right? From this low, we get a bounce. Get a bounce. From this high, do we struggle? Oh, we've fallen below. Look at that. This high. Chop, we lose it. Keep pushing down. Get above it. Push above it. All right, we're bullish, but we fade back to it. One more push up. Happens all the time, over and over again. What about this one? Look at that. If you just have that sitting there the whole time as you're riding up to the upside, you see it start to get some weakness. Where do you think price is going to go? To the VWAP. VWAP loses from there, because what is happening is what you are doing with the anchored VWAP is you're saying, I want to know what price, what the volume has been doing at different price points. It's this level. It's the volume weighted average price. So it gives you the average price as weighted by how much volume there was at that level. So obviously you push up, the VWAP's going to push to the upside, especially if you're right up on it. If you're taking it from a swing point, it's pushing really far away from it. Now this is when you start getting a little extended and you're kind of like, well, the VWAP, I mean, obvious, we got a little bit of a discrepancy here, So you always got to expect it to revert back to the mean. Stayed below, got above, consolidated above, took off. Oh. Bounced off of it right here, bruh. Look at that. Just taking it from the swing high. Bam. Bounce. Groovy. Good stuff, man. Go to the 3-minute because I do want to go over. This might be a little too much for a lot of people's charts. It's probably even too much for my chart, but we're going to take a look at it anyway. I'm going to take the Asia session. We're going to keep that orange. I'm going to take this session, change it green. And I'm going to take from the beginning of New York, make that bright purple. And I'm going to take the previous New York session, VWAP, anchored at the beginning of each session. All right, so first thing that we do is during New York. Okay, we come up, we get a sweep of the London high. So we get our liquidity sweep that we need. We pull back to that VWAP. Then we get that retracement. Then we fall through the VWAP. Now that's your first indication. It's a good time to go short. Okay. Then you would just aim for lower levels, lower VWAPs as your take profits. And you get the pullback. If you take a profit here, you get a pullback here. You could add to your position even. Although, yeah, you could add to your position, especially if you see it really start to push away from that level. Add to your position. You still have a VWAP down here left to go. And so you take your profit there. You can try to hit that one here if you wanted to. Go, add to the short here, or just even move your stop loss to here once this pulls back down. I mean, there's different ways to play it. You also get the bearish divergence, all the good stuff. So you lose the VWAP, and you're gonna likely fall to the other VWAPs. Then you get the sweep of the equal lows over here, the big bounce, the pullback. Let's just go ahead and throw a fib on it. Let's see if we can get some. Oh yeah, we're also getting, so as price is pushing to the downside, we are also getting a kind of flat. Starts off pushing to the upside. You do get that one final flush to push us down below the zero line, but you are getting bull divs prior to this big push up, so that is more confluence. Okay, we could be flipping bullish. We're breaking back above the VWAP, come back down. We close below, but then we immediately retake and we consolidate on top of yesterday's, the New York sessions VWAP. And we pull back to the 786. We got the bounce, and then we hold the 50 right at the VWAP. Great confluence. We've got the bullish divergence. We've got the my brain. We got the bullish divergence. We've got the market structure shift, the shift in the market structure, and we got the pullback to a order block and the 786. And we've got everything's just saying it's time to go. Our trend fusion, shout out to Chart Prime. Trend fusion has popped above the zero line. We got a pullback. We're holding above the zero line. It's time to go. it's time to hop in along and put your stop just below this low. You can aim for VWAP, or you can aim for that upper, that rejection block up here. Big wick. Anytime you get a nice big wick like this, that's a swing point that took out liquidity. Use that as a rejection block. And there you go, 70 per, not 70%, that's on 100x. But, you know, depending on your leverage, I mean a 10x leverage, that gives you 7% gain. It's not a bad move. Once you break this high like this with that conviction and you get above that VWAP, just go ahead and throw your stop loss to break even, maybe even a little bit higher to that next VWAP, so that you can take care of your fees, so you actually do break even. But that's only if you do get that strong break higher. So yeah. Yeah, 10x looks yummy. Thank you for the stream. This alone refueled me. Oh. No, that brain is tickling good. No heat stroke yet. What are y'all talking about? I have long planned for that area. LBC making waves. Yes, add that fib too. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, it's so much confluence at that one spot right there. And you get that push up. It would have been a beautiful trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. So yeah, that's all I got. Wait, can y'all hear music? Oh, I turned it all the way down, so I can't even hear it. So yeah, I'm always finding new things, man. Shout out to JR for talking about the anchored VWAPs. That got me curious about it, because I'd never really, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know I could anchor them. Anytime someone said anchor VWAP, I was like, you mean, so I would like pull up an actual VWAP. Whoop, no, that's footprints. Volume weighted average price. So I'd pull up an actual VWAP, and you can change your anchor period. And I thought that this is what people are always talking about. I did not know, and just so you know, I did not know. And now I gotta find, I think it's, is it with the, yeah. So it's with your, it's in the same place where you can find your long and short position and your bars pattern all the way down here. Anchored VWAP. There's an anchored volume profile too. What? I mean, I knew that was there, but I forgot that it was there. You can get an anchored volume profile to volume. Volume is everything, man. I mean, that's where the move, what tells you more about a market than the volume? If you know where the, if you know where the volume is, you know where the people are, where the trades are likely to be. Love the anchored VWAP. Yeah, I am a new fan. I've always loved VWAP, but I did not know somehow after over 4 years of using TradingView essentially every single day. This is why you get something like this. You got to go through every single tool in here and get used to it and see what it does and play with them all. I played with everything, but I guess I just never saw the anchored VWAP. I don't know how I missed it, because it's right above the fixed range volume profile. that I use all the time? No idea. Maybe because I was always just looking for the... Well, you know, I built out my main tools here, right, on your... What's it called? Your toolbar. You know, and I put them all on here. But, of course, I've added the anchored VWAP now. I need to put this towards the beginning. Easier to find on the phone. Anchored VWAP, Fibonacci, long position, short position. Fixed range volume profile. Trend based fib. I do a bunch of rectangles for zones. Parallel channel. I don't really use that too often. But yeah, that's good. Anchored VWAP, fixed range volume profile. That's from today's low. 10:30 last night. Okay. Where did my... Did I accidentally delete it? There it is. I don't know what happened. Alright, let's try this again. Fixed range volume profile. Let's just go from... Let's do like the previous 3 sessions before this session. Or should we take in all of Monday, including the Asia session, the start of the Asia session? Okay. So I've got this open like this. So this is, you know, I'm just thinking like starting off my day, I'm pulling my fixed range volume profile here. 8:30 to 9:30, that's your hour of setup time. That's when you get your highs and your lows place and all that stuff. So I'll say, okay, I've got my London low, which is also equal lows in here. So that's going to be a point of interest. Prices starting the day up here. We have an old London high up over here. I say old London high, but we have the Monday London high over here. And we also have the Asia mid-range. Yep, Asia mid-range right there, 50%. So we have the Asia mid-range there too. But that's where you get the rejection from. So you get the sweep, you get the rejection. And then you have a point of control down here, and you also have equal lows, and then from high to low, pull right back to the right at the 786. I mean, everything says go short at the start of this day today. Everything saying go short. All that confluence. We already talked about the bearish divergence as well. You can see it right here. I mean, it's just plain as day. Push down, push up, bearish divergence right at the 786. I mean, it kissed that 786. Okay. Then you're like, all right, let's move our fixed range volume profile over. We're getting a bounce right now. Where are we sitting? We're sitting on top of the point of control. All right, cool. Where have we bounced from? We bounced off the point of control. We've bounced off of this 618. Also, the golden pocket. And we've bounced off of that. We've pulled back. We're sitting on top of that 0.5. You go ahead, you pull another fib from this low to this high. You're right in the same area. I mean, everything's lining up for you to run it back up. Okay, and you actually come back up to this high twice. So that is a trading day right there. Huh, I don't get it. So I get F for originality. Question, what do you think BTC will do next? Thank you for your thought process. On what time frame? Now, right now it's going to the downside. And I don't particularly like trading Asia. And I just wait for highs and lows to get taken. Don't like taking trades like in the middle of a zone, in the middle of a range, that is. I like to wait for either this low to get taken. We do have a New York Open down here, which this is about to change in the next 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. It'll shift up here. The New York Open will shift up here. So sometimes you lose it and then you come back to it and you either reject from the New York Open or you use it. Let's just give an example. Let's just say the New York Open comes in here. Let's just say it closes now. Okay. It is now midnight New York time. That's your New York Open. Okay. Price breaks to the downside, sweeps yesterday's New York Open, comes down into an order block, whatever, and then you come up to this new New York Open, and then you see, do we get a rejection? Or do we come above it and consolidate and then run up to take out these highs? Good questions. But that's what I would be looking for as we are moving to the downside right now. Now, higher time frames, we're in a pretty nice consolidation range in here. So I would like to see if we could come down here, sweep these lows, maybe even get down into this order block down here, and then run it back to the upside. And we've got all these highs that we can get taken out in here. And then from there, Bitcoin has a decision to make. Down again? Or is it going to break with some conviction and really get moving? $1 million question. But what is the catalyst? That's my question. What is the catalyst? I am more interested in what might happen. I mean, could go up, could go down. I mean, if you want the flashbang, I can give you the flashbang. Boom. Still in it to win it. Still waiting to see if C is going to come up into and crack the highs and pull back down. Still thinking we get this pull back down. So just kind of waiting if we can get this pull back down here, get a short-term bounce, and then a further pull back down here, chop on top of the demand zone here, and then build a base, and then take off. Probably gonna have to end up stretching this out a lot, but that's okay. We'll see. But again, if it comes up, it can still come down and do this ABC, as I've been showing you guys. It can still come down and do this ABC before it gets to really ripping. And to me, this is the more bullish case scenario, because the longer we consolidate, the higher we'll go. But if we just go ahead and break out here with conviction, strong conviction, and I'd really prefer to see this wave longer than this wave, because if this is, because that would be where we would be looking for the start of a 1 2 3 4 5, a 1 2 3 4 and then 5 to the upside, and we could be in the second wave within the third wave right now. So 1 2 3 4 and then 5. So we'll see. But my general thesis is I'm bullish, and I think that dips are for buying right now. So we get down to these levels, I'm buying. Okay, that's essentially it. I'm not looking for. Oh, I need to get my. I'm not looking for shorts on Bitcoin. I'm only looking for longs, because I think we are about to go higher here soon. I would like it if we could come back down into the green zone so I can long from there. That would be amazing. But if it went ahead and took off too, I wouldn't be crying. You know, I wouldn't be mad about it. But we are still kind of choppy in here. I think it is still, especially with not a catalyst, any kind of crazy news really going on. I don't even know if the tariff news might make things even more a little more uncertain, or we just won't get any kind of clarity from it. So the market will just still be kind of crabby and just crab walking and, you know, not really moving a whole lot. So, which I think is probably going to be the likely case. Now, next week we do have like unemployment data and stuff coming out. So those could be market movers. So we shall see. I do believe it is unemployment data next week. No, inflation data. So we have inflation data next week. We do have unemployment rate. Nope, that's UK. No one cares. When it comes to the markets anyway. Bitcoin dumping right now? Not really. Not right now. Do have some relatively equal lows. This is super choppy. Watch it still come up though and like sweep these equal highs. We'll see. I can get bullish 108k. Long the F out of it. Yeah. LBC, can you do... Whoop. Hold on. How do I close the freaking... Oh. Turn off the emojis. There we go. LBC, can you do an Elliott on YM1 3-day? Isn't that the E Dow Jones? Yeah. Oh, I don't have that. How about I do just YM1 exclamation point? Because I do have that. On the 3-day. I don't know that I can. Yeah, this is actually. This looks like a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth wave doesn't come back into the territory of wave 1 at all. Third wave is not the shortest wave. First wave could be the shortest. Fifth wave is in the process of being formed. Now, if this looks like this, then that means our NASDAQ and our our S&P are about the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This doesn't come down. But this comes down, doesn't touch, come into the territory of wave 1. Pull back, push up. I don't know why I haven't done any Elliott wave on the indices. This is pretty classic Elliott wave in here, especially because that's what this was. Elliott wave was built off of, was institutional structure. So yeah, I mean that's a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're, like I've been saying, man, with Bitcoin, I've been saying it. I said we're in the last. We're about to start the last leg of the Bitcoin cycle. And then it is to be seen if that rotates into the altcoins or not. So we shall see. But anyways, it is past my time. I had fun, guys. A good show, I think. Hopefully you guys all learned something from tonight's show, and you could take what you learned and use it in your own charting and your own trading. If not, it doesn't fit your system or your trading style, then so be it. Hopefully maybe you were at least entertained a little bit. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. I do appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. Don't forget to come back tomorrow morning, bright and early, for Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp. Then we'll have our meet Piper and the OC guy for the morning market report, and then trading with OC in the evening. I still don't know. I haven't. I really look. Leave me alone. All right. I'm going through stuff right now. You guys don't even know. But anyways, radical show tonight. Thank you, Harp. Yeah, I thank you guys for showing up and showing out every single night and showing all your support and your kindness and your love, and yeah, man, you guys are amazing. And I literally could not do this without you. So thank you for being here. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for Throwback Thursday on Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thank you all for being here. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I will catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Peace out. Bye.
No mat, no cap, pure automatic. The market twitches, we cause the panic. Unpredictable, cold and cinematic. Jesus saved 77 in stealth. Melissa one love, all heart, all wealth. Alexandra G got the charts on melt. R.S. Miller got the rhythm felt. Heart with the heart, no strings attached. All set, locked in, pressure matched. Frank the tank, bringing the crash. This ain't luck, this is system hacked. We rise from code, from flame, from glitch. Crack the norm, then flip the switch. No one knows what will ignite. Wildcard bloodline, born to fight. Oh, we burn untamed. Oh, you can't name this game. Wildcard Wednesday, break the frame. The edge where silence screams. Buck got bounced like broken dreams. Piper pipes in with deeper schemes. BC pork cart flips whole regimes. Maybe a bandage bends the time. Polyrhythms lace the spine. We don't ask, we realign. OC guy with the slanted lines. Chart friend codes on our fingertips. We spit signals, break your scripts. Run on instinct, edge of cliffs. One wrong move and the whole thing shifts. We rise from code, from flame, from glitch. Crack the norm, then flip the switch. No one knows what will ignite. Wildcard bloodline, born to fight. Oh, we burn untamed. Oh, you can't name this game. Wildcard Wednesday, break the frame. Hate random with precision scars. Moving like meteors through trading bars. Alumni flame in a world of sparks. We don't trend, we tear the charts. No rules, no leash, no end. We turn breakouts into bends. We don't hedge, we transcend. Where the wild cards walk, time bends. From the edge of doubt, we summon heat. Calculated chaos in every beat. You chase the trend, we are the beat. Wildcard Wednesday, never repeat. We rise from code, from flame, from glitch. Crack the norm, then flip the switch. No one knows what will ignite. Wildcard bloodline, born to fight.